Hello again, another Talking Trips, this time covering the Santa Ynez Grade 2 featuring the impressive performance of Unique Bella. And I debated doing this video because I felt like a lot had been said about her performance and we've already talked about her, and what could I say that hasn't already been said? So after thinking about it, I decided to talk about it from a trip perspective and what I thought about this horse going forward, moving up in the class ranks and stretching out a distance, which is something that's safe to be assumed with these young three-year-old fillies going towards the Kentucky Oaks. So I have the plot open right now, and I'll show both the standard and the surface distance, and we'll look at both the number 8, Shane's Girlfriend, who went off late hit in the money, went off as your favorite, even money favorite. And you can see that she's positioned very strongly as a square in quadrant 1, potentially dealing with the 5, setting, the 3 sitting, 3 Unique Bella sitting just off the pace, 9 and 1 off the back. And it's important, and I get that asked all the time, what do I find more important, the standard or the surface distance? And my answer is usually both. I use both equally. And we can see in the surface distance, as I switch this over, how the pace kind of changes a little bit. So now we have the 5, who is sort of alone in quadrant 1, and you have the 8, who's sitting down here, Shane's Girlfriend, in quadrant 3. And I know a lot of people were surprised that, I didn't expect Shane's Girlfriend to be on the lead. We have her on the lead in both. Of course, she looks a lot better on the standard, and not as strong on the surface distance, but still forwardly placed, right? She's in orange in that first call, close to the lead. But the reason I bring this up is for, if you're using the plot for a betting perspective, whether you would have Shane's Girlfriend be a single or not, whether both fillies are used. And going back to the standard, if the standard and the surface distance both look like this, I could see this as a scenario where you would use one horse and not two, whichever way you thought it could go, whether Shane's Girlfriend would be best of the speed and have first run and be able to outkick the 3, or use Unique Bella and 5 and 8 taking each other on the front end. I would probably, again, if both the standard and the surface distance look similar, I would consider using one versus both. Okay. So let's get into the trip. So we'll look at the grid, and the grid pulled up, and this includes the grade and the trip. So wide move, we'll look at Unique Bella first, and A- grade, wide move, gallop, and stretch. And so the extended comment, imposing filly dominated this field, stuck 4 wide, Jock took a hold early, she got a tad rank, settled to move into the lead, solid fractions, just widened under a hammerlock, she will only get better with distance. So there's a couple things I want to comment on this. One is being the rank early. I don't disagree. She did get a little bit rank early, but I went back and I watched the head-on. And what you can see in the head-on when she does get rank is there's actually a gap between Shane's Girlfriend and the one horse on the rail. And I think she got a little bit rank because she saw that there was an opening, and that's not uncommon for horses. And you'll see this even in the break, is the 2 horse moved over into the 4. And usually what happens in that case is the 3 horse broke slow. And so horses run towards the gap. So I would contribute her rankness being to the fact that she saw that opening in front of her and kind of going towards it. And then we have the under a hammerlock. So probably include the keyword here, no push, which she was no push in the stretch. She was under a hold. And I looked at this a few times, and I went back and I watched her other races before I'm coming to this conclusion. And I guess conclusion is probably not the right word. More of a theory is that even if she was asked, I don't know if she would have shown that much more. And again, this is my theory. I just felt like even if she was asked, she would have shown the same amount of run. we'll see. It remains to be seen. But I just, my opinion of looking at this horse, kind of watching her run, watching her characteristics, and that's just my take from it. Again, we will see because you know, she's a nice looking filly, and I'm excited to see her run. And of course, it's an exciting time of the year for 3-year-olds. So another thing, we have Stretch, and again, another word I don't disagree with. I think that she will get extra ground. But another thing that I noticed with her is that she's fast, and she's fast early. You know, she's capable, like in that part of the race that she's ranked, she's capable of getting on the lead. And I believe that once she does get around 2 turns, her most effective running style will be on the lead. Taking her back and taking away that speed will not be to her advantage. She has that natural speed. I would expect her to be on the lead as the distances improve. And I know that people are, when she comes up, people are going to think, oh, she'll be able to rate, she'll be able to sit mid-pack. I wouldn't like to see that. I just don't think she's going to show that same type of move at a 2-turn distance. If they keep her at a 1-turn mile, or 7 furlongs, which could be just, you know, a real ideal distance for her, she'll be able to kind of press and stalk and sit mid-pack and make that kind of run and show that type of performance at the 1 turn. So you have to take that into consideration with a horse with this type of running style, is it's not going to be the same around 1 turn at 2 turns. Again, we only have 3 starts. This is my opinion, but it's just something that I've seen again and again. And we'll look at Shane's Girlfriend because she was the favorite, and she ran very impressively at Delta Downs and the Delta Princess. And I think on first glance, people are going to kind of go, what happened? And I think that's very fair to say. Wearing the nasal strip, so B- grade, nasal strip, and BOS. And BOS is best of the speed. Reading the extended comment, press too wide, best of the speed types. One of the other things with her trip is, this is a type of trip that is not the most comfortable for horses when they're running between horses, especially between horses early. It's just not comfortable. Imagine you're anywhere, you're walking down the sidewalk. Like, you're never comfortable if you've got a person on the right to the left of you. You either speed up and get away from them, or kind of back up, or you're just kind of sitting there awkwardly. It's the same thing for horses as they're running. So it just wasn't an ideal trip. And in the lane, I liked what she showed. I mean, she was beat. Unique Bella drawing away from the field, but Shane's Girlfriend did, you know, she did respond to the whip. She showed a little bit of kick. She had to fight back and get third. It wasn't given to her, and she definitely did make some impact late. So, again, I'm not over excited about, you know, betting Shane's Girlfriend back, but I can give her a bit of a pass, and I hope that she does bounce back. I thought the Delta Princess was a great race, and I would love to see her get back to that. Trying to make this video short. I know some of my videos kind of go kind of long, and hopefully I'll get this Oaklawn race done today, and I expect that one to be a long one. I'm going to go through the entire field, so just a heads up on that. Thanks again, and look forward to the next video.